The Texas heat and humidity mean the roof stays closed, but not today as the sun is out here at NRG Stadium in Houston. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the Houston Texans. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
You must be getting tired of seeing me. Check 3.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. And get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan 1st down. On 1st down, Rodgers. And this one complete to Smith. And he's got this down to the 35. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And
looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the 1st quarter.
Too many ones in this play. 1st quarter, 1st drive, 1st interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. This is Kenyon Drake, the 4th-year man from Alabama. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one 28 yards on the ground. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
At the 41-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Check.
A run for Tony Pollard, the Memphis product. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's go, It's going to be a long day on this. It's going to be a long day. Check. Mexico. Go ahead. Hurry. Shoot.
From the gun, it's Drake. In on the tackle, Devondre Campbell, Falcons leading tackler in 2018.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And now the throw going to Fuller, and he's got it. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
It's a gain of 7.
Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Now a first down throw. Luck. It's caught by OBJ. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down.
First down.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up. Come.
On first down, Drake. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
On second down, it's Drake. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Out of the gun, Luck. Flushed out right. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away. But they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Throwing is Rodgers. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A handoff out of the pistol, it's Drake. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
From the 30 on second down, Luck. He's got Fuller. And they move this all the way down to the 9. The end result, 21 yards.
Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot.
And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Odell Beckham, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons push further out in front. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown.
Let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little?
Brandon Cooks, touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Check curls, check curls, check curls.
A shotgun snap for Luck, eluding the pressure right. It's caught. Beckham. A big-time play there for the Falcons. 43 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it. And while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
From the 24, Luck. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Well, prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
Here's Luck. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Chris Godwin, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. They try to throw on 2nd down. But this one is incomplete. And the head coach reaches for the red flag, tosses it down on the field. He wants a challenge here.
Intended for A.J. Green. Incomplete. Brings up third down and 7.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Gary and Conley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
26.
To throw, it's Rodgers. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Running from the gun, Johnson. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan 1st down. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And that's complete to Cooks. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He gets it to Cooks. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. 2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Elliott now to add the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. On first down, Love. It's complete to Drake. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Luck now, 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. Throwing is Love. Escaping the pressure right. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. A final shot before half for Rodgers. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to the always disruptive Olivier Vernon.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Running from the shotgun with Drake. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they establish that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead, because they're leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
12 yards is the pickup, good for a first down for the Falcons.
First down, Atlanta.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
They'll let it go deep for... And Luck will be intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked off by Von Bell. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Now throwing on first down and completing it. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he has got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Rodgers. Flushed out right, looking for the end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. This is Johnson. He's got it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons 16. Rodgers now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Now Rodgers. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Brandon Cooks there to make the grab. And the Texans have taken the lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
At the 24-yard line.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Now Drake. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Luck now to throw. And he hits Drake. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. We have played 3 quarters, and that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Bravo! Check 59.
From the 44, Luck. He finds his target, Beckham. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 32-yard line. Luck now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Here's Luck. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. Luck going to bring him up 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Right back to Drake. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with this 4-point fourth-quarter lead.
It's 3rd down and goal at the 3-yard line.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Now Luck. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. That's 3 touchdown passes now for Andrew Luck. And the Falcons have retaken the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back.
He's got a man complete. And all the way down to the 29. A huge play there for Houston. 45 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
To throw again on second down. Rodgers, throw complete right side to Cooks. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Looking to throw again on second down. Rodgers, the quick slant caught. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gotcha. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. David Johnson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have once again taken the lead. Elliott good with a PAT, and that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He'll look to throw. It's caught. Beckham. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, first down Falcons. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw. He hits his target. It's the tight end, Toilolo. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll run with Drake, and they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Big series right here. We got to step it up. Hey, quick. Get him.
From the red zone now, Locke. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. He's back to throw. Finds the open target, Arnold. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Now Locke. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Luck showing he can be dangerous when he tucks and runs. He's able to pick up the first down. They'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Now here's a sneak, maybe looking to run a little time. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
He was taken down by DeForest Buckner.
That's it, baby.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 1-yard line.
So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And this one boiled down in the end, Charles, to simply too much Aaron Rodgers.
We've seen this many times before, haven't we? And I'm sure we'll see it again in the future. Extreme confidence in his abilities, extreme confidence in his teammates, never thinks a game is out of reach because his right arm can equalize anything a defense can put out there.
So for Houston, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll try to rebound.